you. That's you.
I'm on.
Hmm?
I'm on.
Never mind. Do we keep it on? Oh, of course. Shall we? He says nobody's in there. Hi, Boone. How are you? I'm like 1 minute late. Just trying to set this up. So how are you, Boone? There's 4 people. I'm tired. I'm doing okay. Kind of scrunchy today. What's scrunchy? Says there's 4 people. I guess we'll just wait till some more people get in. I'm curious what scrunchy means. I don't know. Oh, don't know why. Oh, I hear you there. Big time. Totally. It always says like 4. Why don't people just say hello? They just start like on there. I'm trying to like hold off on talking until everybody gets in. So how's the garden, Spoon? How are they doing? Are you doing a fall garden? Super quiet. What's going on here? Coming to the end for something, starting fall stuff. Well, that's good. I haven't been to my gardens, and this week I think makes it 4 weeks. I haven't even been there. It's quiet. I know. I mean, besides it's a holiday weekend, but right, Labor Day weekend, Chris. It says 4 people are watching it. I guess they just sit there and don't say hello. Miss Judith should be on, and so yeah, like I said, we're just give it a few minutes longer for people to get in. So you didn't do anything good for your Labor Day weekend? Because I know what I did for my Labor Day weekend for the first time in years, and that was pack and move again. Yep, so we'll get into that. Perhaps a couple are just watching. Yeah, my son told me one time he just watches and doesn't say anything, and I'm like, well, why not? Just say hello. Really? No, we don't go anywhere. Still pandemic mode. Well, yeah. Wasn't sure if you were gonna have like a family barbecue or see some local fireworks or something like that. I mean, it's still pandemic mode here, but I don't know. I still see and hear that people are going on the beaches. Yeah, I agree. I'm over it too. I'm over a lot of things. Like, let's get this election going already so, you know, we can move on with life. I feel like once that's done, then, you know, everything will, suddenly it'll disappear. That's just my gut feeling. Super quiet tonight. I just have a lot to say and really don't want to have to repeat it. So I was kind of hoping just give it a bit, people to get in. Because when I made it really short last week, I had to hear, you know, that it was super short. Hi, Lauren. Welcome. Nothing excited. It's been pretty quiet. I was waiting for some people to get in, saying we have 5 people. Because there's a lot of news, but I just really didn't feel like repeating it umpteen amount of times. So, because that's crazy. A lot has happened in a week, I kid you not. How you doing, Lauren? What have you been up to? Sunset Hosta Farm. What's the topic? What's the topic? What a drama-filled week. That may be the topic. But welcome. How is the puppy, Lauren? Yeah, how is the puppy doing, Lauren? I don't know if Sunset Hosta Farm was in here before. Were they? Because they might be highly confused by my conversation that's going to come out tonight. She's doing great. Well, that's good news. Chris is asking, what kind of dog do you have? Let's see. So the moderators would know, has Sunset Hosta Farms been in here before? Nope, no. Well, welcome. That just answered my question. Glad to have you. It's not going to be a whole lot of gardening talk, that's for sure. You were here, so that is one positive. Big leg, and let's take it home set. Aw, thanks, Spoon. Yeah, I wasn't really sure if I was gonna do a live. I mean, I hope you all are sitting down because it just keeps getting worse and worse. So like I said, I kind of wanted to not have to repeat the story umpteen times. I just wanted to give a handful of people some time to get in. What'd you say? Topic is what the... ... Yeah, that should probably be the topic. I don't know. Voon and Lauren, you might fall over when I tell you what's been going on. And Miss Judith should be hopping on. Her and her husband, they were working on a shed. I'm telling you, that woman is like a total angel. She really, like, I needed help yesterday, mentally and emotionally, and she was completely there. Hi, Lazy Pond Farm, how are you? How did I know I would find Lauren in here? Because she loves me, that's why. She's a great moderator. But I will say this before we continue. Happy Labor Day weekend. I know it's like a weird kind of weekend, but what are you going to do? So how you doing, Lazy Pond Farm? How's your weekend thus far? Good. QQ? What's QQ mean? I don't know what QQ means. So ready for a cookout. Lauren and is the best. Isn't she though? I love Lauren. I love everybody that comes to my lives. It's been very drama filled lately and not a whole lot of gardening talk, but I mean, what do you want me to tell you? My world flipped upside down once, I lost my place and was put out during COVID. So you kind of know that story. Maybe our newbie, who's new, might not know the whole story. Because I'm everywhere, Kevin. She's the best. Moderator extraordinaire. That's actually a good name, Lauren. Everybody wants you as their moderator. I don't know how I got so lucky to have you as my moderator. But you're my girl. Love you. And, yeah. So is everyone doing well? Lazy Pond Farm, do you go live? Because I don't know. And I don't want to be rude. If you have a live, I'd like to be able to hop on it. I think the last time I had some trolls was 4th of July weekend. 4th of July weekend. As soon as Lauren got off, I had a bunch of trolls inside my live. Very rarely. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I like to return the favor and go in if someone else is doing a live. I mean, like I said, I honestly didn't even think I was going to be able to do a live today. So, I don't know. Should we just get into it or should we just wait for a few more people? Because I know Miss Judith's coming on. And it kind of drives me crazy having to repeat something like 10 times. Oh, love you too, Mel. Oh, Lauren. Love you more, babes. You're awesome. And the sweetest. Lauren is the best. Lauren's my girl. She's the best. So, thumbs up if everybody's ready to get this live going and hear what's going on. It's saying there's only 5 people in here, so I'm not really sure. You look tired, Melody. Voon? I mean, literally. Let me come closer to the camera. That is literally an understatement. I am exhausted. I'm exhausted. I really don't even know how much more I can take. But, all right, thumbs up if you want me to tell you the story of what's going on now. Like, I just have 0 luck. Voon's put a thumbs up. So we'll see how many thumbs up we get, and then I'll spill the beans. You might be quite shocked, but who knows? Maybe there's no shock value anymore, especially when it's coming to my life lately. One thing after another. Kevin, I'm dealing with one in the comments section on the puppy video. So you're getting a rude comment, Lauren? How can somebody write anything rude about a puppy? Uh-oh, do I need to go bully them? Probably. I need to know, do I need to go on there and set somebody straight? Because, let me tell you, I probably could handle that. But I think I need like a week's worth of sleep. Okay, Lazy Pond Farms doing a thumbs up. Lauren, we ready? Ay, ay, ay. This is just not good. So, and I'm nervous. Chris keeps asking what kind of dog you have. It's like, oh, I can't think of the name of it right now. No, just regular trash talk. Block them. Lauren's doing a thumbs up. Oh, I'm actually nervous. I'm really nervous because these are never going to guess. If anybody can actually guess at what they think is going on, go for it. Yeah, Great Pyrenees. The big white ones. They're like nocturnal, but adorably cute, and they get huge. Okay. So we have 6 people. I was trying to like hold out, wait for Miss Judith, Hot Mess Express, but I did tell her I would probably go live tonight. She said she would be a couple minutes late. Let's take a guess. Go for it. If anybody can guess, what do you think has happened in a week? Leave your comment. Starting now. And if I'm looking down, it's because I'm picking at a mosquito bite. All right, let's take a guess. You want to take a guess, Chris? Anybody want to take a guess? Or you just want me to spill the beans? You had dinner. Yeah, right. I didn't even eat dinner. Good guess, though. Good try. I had a tuna fish sandwich today with no crust in quite a little bit. That's what I had. Boone saying she has no idea. Lauren, want to guess, or am I just spilling the beans? Lazy Pond Farm. Okay, so I did last Sunday's live on a fly. You know that. Because I was asked to go to my friend's house. If you remember the story, I was asked to go to my friend John's house to help him with work that needed to be done at his house and to help out with his mother. Lauren says, I don't even want to guess. Let me tell you, no one's going to guess this. It's Listen, no disrespect to my friend, but it's ugly. She did laugh out loud at Lauren. Okay, so you all know that I was asked to go there and help my friend out with his mother, who's 82 years old, and to do work on the house. And let's just put it this way. I love my friend dearly, but it was like being in the insane asylum. Laugh out loud, Red can tell you why I'm having a hard time commenting. Okay. So, needless to say, the day that I got there, my kids all helped move. My niece and her husband were ever so gracious to get that box truck and, help move me in there. And let's just put it this way. Things were put where they belonged. Everybody left. And I was immediately stuck in this back room. It's sort of like if you go through the living room and make a left into whatever room, there's another room off to the side. And I never had a chance to unpack. I was standing on concrete. I mean, literally concrete. And, that house is from like the 70s. And there was so much crap in that room that I was just stuck in there. Like, I've never complained about my feet, and I'm flat-footed 3rd degree. I literally couldn't feel my toes. I wasn't eating. I got one shower, and then I decided to go out on the front porch like the following day, which I went there Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so I went outside. I was exhausted. And the room that I was put in upstairs, that door hasn't been open in I don't even know how many years. We have a whole 7 people in here. So needless to say, smell was getting to me. It was just old. I went outside to just sit out front and get some air for a few minutes. And I heard screaming. And I didn't know what was going on. And I went in. And my friend, who's like 60 years old, maybe 61 years old, and his mom's 82 years old, the screaming was I walked into his mom, like beating the shit out of him. Excuse my French. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I've never been put in a situation like that in my life. He's a grown-ass adult. And she literally was like wailing on him. And, I just grabbed him by the back of his arms. He never touched her. And I just tried to break them up and was like, what is going on? And, it was like this big, huge thing. And he got his sisters involved. Lauren says, oh my, yeah. Chris says, how bad can it be? Pretty bad. So let's continue. So he reached out to his sister that lives in Florida. I've never met John's mom. I'm John's only friend. I will be John's friend forever, even after this circumstances. And we went out back. We called his sister. And the sister said, I'm really sorry that you were asked to come there. We thought maybe it would be good to be company for my mom, but there's a lot of family drama that apparently she's cuckoo. The woman's never laid eyes on me a day in my life. And the sister's like me, very straightforward. And she said, I'm just going to say something straight out. And she said, don't take it personal. She said, it's just how I am. She said, but I've never met you a day in my life. But for 12, 13 years, we've heard my mom do nothing but badmouth you, call you a whore. I'm like, my jaw dropped. And the woman has never, ever met me a day in her life. So we kind of promised her we wouldn't say anything or whatever. And it just became so toxic there I mean, I wasn't getting a break. I wasn't even allowed to take a shower. I was getting up like 6:30 in the morning, and she expected things to be done in like 5 minutes on 70 years worth of stuff in that house. Well, this is where it gets ugly. What day was that? Let's see, I have to think, I'm sorry, you all have to bear with me. Today is Saturday. So Thursday, would that be about accurate? Thursday, its wheels turned. It started a little bit on Wednesday. She started, being nasty and screaming. And then Thursday, I'm pretty sure it was Thursday, this woman literally started attacking me. She was punching me in my arms, pinning me in the door, calling me, I'm sorry guys for the bad language, calling me the H word, telling me, I have a fat ass, which I always try to see the light at the end of everything, but I've lost a lot of weight and I've lost my butt. So, I mean, I tried to make that as a joke, but she was in my face screaming. She tried ripping my phone out of my hands. All I can say is that woman is wicked. I literally finally just screamed back at her when she started putting her hands on me and said, I am somebody's mother. I am someone's mom. I'm someone's aunt. You can't go around and just start beating on people just because you feel like it. So the incident with John and his mom, when I had to break that up, broke me. I never witnessed anything like that in my life. I'm a mom. I could never imagine doing something like that to one of my grown children. And it was just, it almost gave me a full-blown panic attack. But once she started with me, John had my back, but once she started with me and getting physical and using, horrendous profanity towards me, even at night, John was on outside of the porch and she was like, get the F out of my house, go sleep in your car. I tried to get my drink to go out to the porch, and it's like a smaller door because of a doggy door, and she thought she was slick. She came up behind me. She had my arm pinned in the door. She was squeezing my fingers so I had no circulation, pinching the back of my arms, and you know what? I could go on and on. It was the worst thing I ever experienced after everything else that I'm going through. Who does this woman think she is? And I said to her, you get your hands off me. You cannot touch me. You cannot, you go at, the daughters don't get along with her. The one's fighting for her life. She unfortunately has, I think it's, let me see, because I had cervical, uterine cancer, and the other sister moved to Florida just to get away from her. I have tons of text messages. Oh geez is an understatement. So, I was raised to be respectful, but this woman's 82 years old and she's attacking me. I had to call Chris physically crying when I saw what happened between him and his mom because it was so dysfunctional. And then he obviously was standing up for me, but then she started coming after me, and throwing punches, and I don't know if you could see, but slammed my head into the door. It's super sensitive there. Just absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. My phone was in my hand and I had Chris on the phone for proof, and her own son was standing there videotape recording her. It was terrible. It was the worst thing I've ever seen or experienced, let alone that woman doesn't know me. And there's laws against that. And then she said, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to have you escorted off my property. Get the F out of my house. Go sleep in your truck. I'm sitting on the steps in the living room. I'm holding on to the railing. I have Chris on the phone who can vouch for all of this. And she was screaming at the top of her lungs, screaming. And if you could think of the things that she could, you know, a vile person could say, she did. Very bad place, she says. Chris said, sleep in your truck. Well, yeah, she did say to sleep in my truck. And I mean, I'm only human. You know, I'm not perfect. And after 2 days of that, I just lost it. I literally started giving her a taste of her own medicine because I was standing up for my friend. She treats him like shit. He will not leave, you know, because the rest of them did. And the abuse that he puts up with is disgusting. But once the abuse came on to me, are you alive over there? Once the abuse came on to me, I mean, I'll be damned if somebody's putting their hands on me. And she was like, look at what you did. Look at what you started. Like, just wicked. My John was out back crying at one point. She told me to go out there and fix it. And then I lost my cool. I mean, I didn't kill her or anything like that, but she came at me and just started assuming things. She literally, I told her, I said, you never met me, and yet apparently your daughters were saying that you were calling me a whore when I've worked my entire life. You know, I'm a mother. How dare you? How dare you? Like, literally, I was not putting up with it. She didn't believe that her daughters were contacting me and saying, I got a text message, this was scary, before she touched me, that said, she's nuts, no one likes her, and, you know, of course, apologized, but the final line said to be very, very careful, do not turn your back on her, she's extremely dangerous. So, like I said, once she started putting her hands on me and, you know, punching me in the arm, shoving me into a door, calling me every profanity that you could think of, I told her that she was a bitch. She was a wicked, 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 rotten person. And told her that her daughters told me to watch my back. She's like, oh, you didn't talk to my daughters. And John stepped forward and said that we both spoke to the daughters, and it just got ugly. And I don't know what else to say to you guys other than I moved. I moved again, and it was sort of like an emergency situation. Do I get into this part? Long story short, I was asked at the beginning of this situation to come to where Chris was, and I said no, because I felt like he did me dirty and I was mad, and just told him I would stay in a tent. Needless to say, we had zero help yesterday. No one was available, not my children. My niece and my niece and her husband are very busy. They're putting their house on the market. And it was literally like, I mean, just me and poor John busted our butts. I never even had a chance to unpack. I never had a chance to unpack. I would cook dinner. The nasty woman wouldn't even eat it. Just bad. Well, she did like the grilling baked beans that I made. She ate that, but I would kill myself. Literally 6:30 in the morning till like 9:30 at night. Sometimes it was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And it just was not a good environment for me to be in. I knew that if I stuck it out for my friend, that I probably would be dead, because I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. And then yesterday, Chris showed up with a truck, and I mean, we talked about it before. hold on one second. Do you want me to tell them the whole thing? What are you shaking your head about? That we originally dated. We could say the on and off again thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Anyway, sorry, I had to ask a question. Boone says very bad place. Are the comments still running? Because I only see it says sleep in your truck. So nonetheless, I'm not going to be abused like that, and I was always raised to be polite to someone that's older than me, and I really, really tried. And finally, I just let her have a piece of her own medicine. I mean, I think I even called her a rotten bitch, to be honest. And I said, you're wicked. You're a wicked, wicked woman. This is why none of your kids want to be bothered with you. I mean, did I help? I mean, I feel like my friend is in a better position now that I'm gone. What I mean by that is she doesn't want him to have any friends whatsoever. And we've had a very, very long friendship. Listening to you. Okay. We've had a very, very long friendship. The sisters were texting things like she doesn't want him to have any friends. And, oh, I told her that. I said, you're just jealous because we've been friends for like 13 years. It's sick and disgusting. And, you know, how can you do this to your own son? Been here. Kids to bed. Okay. Gotcha. Come back on. So needless to say, I mean, I know it's not right. You know, you should probably just keep your mouth shut. But there's only so much I could take between defending him and then having to defend myself. I'll be damned. I never had a mom. My mom died young. I'm pretty sure I told my subscribers this. And I would be damned to let some woman be beating me around or smacking me around or pinning my arm in a door or whatever. And the place needed a lot of work. More than I ever could have imagined, because as soon as my stuff got there, it was never even unpacked. John thinks the boxes might have overwhelmed her, but that's not the whole gist of it all, you know? And then one minute she's doing like baby talk or whatever. Her dog is just this little dog. It's only 2 years old. It's so overweight. It's fat. And I told her that right to her face. I said, you're killing that dog. It's fat. My dogs have been around bigger dogs at the last place I stayed, and neither one of them got bit. Roxy, which is her mean dog who bites her, I mean, nasty for nasty, not even within 24 hours, she went after Sophia and got her in the face. And then she was constantly like, you know, oh, it's her dog. And then finally she drew blood. She had Sophia under her gum line. There was blood. And then she got her in her nose. There was blood. She told me I was an effing liar about that. So needless to say, I mean, what are you going to do? Stay in a situation like that? I mean, if you could think of every fear that could go through my mind, it was all there. So, I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I told her the hell off. I mean, even when I left, I said, thank you for having me, because it's just how I was raised. But she didn't even deserve that. Her first outburst with her son, and I was hysterical and calling Chris on the phone. John was freaking out, like, look at what you did. She's calling somebody. She's going to leave. You know, you always have to be a rotten person. Like, he did defend me. But there's only so much he could do. Then she creeped upstairs. It was creepy. And said, oh, you know, he's all upset and you need to fix it. You know, she didn't smell the smell upstairs. Those rugs have been in there since the 70s. I can't be around mold and mildew. She said, I don't smell it, but I'll try to do something about the rugs, and I'll try to change my ways. She's 82. She's been like this apparently her whole life. and I knew she was never going to change. I told John to not even bother to unpack my stuff because I could not give him my word that I was going to stick it out. I did stick it out to help him with more things around the house. And then once she came at me, enough was enough. Like, I mean, I told her off, literally. You know, I told her she's the wicked witch of the West. She's vile. She's just wicked. I told her I was going to press charges. Keep your hands off of me. I mean, I've already been through enough, let alone do I want to be dealing with that. So let's move on to that. She was the one, if you watched last week's live, who came out like, do you know where the dog's bowls are? They're not even bowls. She feeds these dogs, well, this dog, probably about 5-6 times a day on a cutting board. So I had no idea what she was talking about. There's no way I would have been able to ever do a video there and work. There's just no way. Absolutely no way. So, you know, I made last week's video very short and very quick just to let my subscribers know that, because you knew that I was moving, just to know that I got there and I was safe, but I had no idea it was going to be like that. So, you know, I have some marks in places I shouldn't have some marks. And I really should press charges against the old bat, but I'm not going to do it because I love my friend and I feel bad for him. And I said to get out, you know, maybe we could get a place together, and he won't leave her. He just will not leave her. I think he's so used to the abuse, and, you know, I don't know what else to say. So I don't live there. I guess as of Thursday, Friday would have made it a week of, you know, being there. And it was just pure hell. So, you all know Chris. I mean, we only have 5 people on here, but I'll just keep yammering because I know a lot of people catch my lives after the fact. You all see Chris in here. He leaves comments. Chris and I dated technically for 3 years. The last 2 years, it was Chris don't like confrontation. But Chris was, I'm not the type of woman that's ever had a guy like me sitting on the sidelines or not showing up or anything like that. So, you know, I just didn't want to put up with it. Is that about right? I didn't want to put up with it. And, you know, Mr. Confrontational, instead of grasping what the problem was for why we weren't together anymore, was just not coming around, barely on the phone. So did we break up? No, we just kept our distance. But Chris was telling other people that, you know, what was it? We were on a break, or I don't know. I feel like when people say they're on a break, it's like an opportunity for them to go screw around. But needless to say, Chris and I have been friends for a really, really long time. Goes way back. I mean, I don't even know how far back. He has a son, and I've known him since he was wee little. He knows my family. And in the beginning, everything was great. And he just got distancy, and, you know, what guy only comes to see you once in a summer or a spring? So, you know, some guys look for the sympathy trip. I'm Irish. I'm a redhead. Do I look like I'm going to put up with that nonsense? You know? So I've told him, like, you do you, boo. Do what you got to do. It's pretty much what that meant. In the meantime, I suffered something terribly while he was off doing whatever it was he was doing. I'm not giving Chris a free pass whatsoever, but we've known each other a very long time. We were friends. It was not planned. We did end up getting involved with each other, and then I just couldn't take the not calling, the not showing up. I felt like I can have whoever I want. And he just wasn't there. So, you know, he went around telling some people how I was yelling and screaming at him. This place I'm in right now, let's use this as an example. I'm at Chris's place. This is supposed to be our place. Well, it's our place now, isn't it? Hello?
Yeah.
Needless to say. Just things, you know, we got a ring. We talked about getting a place together. And he, you know, took it upon himself to do these things without me even knowing about it. And, you know, I'm not talking shit on the guy, but let's be realistic, we women. You know, if a guy's not around and he's not giving you support, or is that Brian? Hi, Brian. Canning tomatoes and just going to listen in. Okay, well, this has been a deep one. Fill you in quickly. I moved from the place I was just at because I started being physically abused by the mother that was there, the 82-year-old woman. So I had to move again. Yeah, so needless to say, so, you know, I wasn't given the same opportunities that Chris had. Normally, if you're done, you want to take a break, you know, you kind of tell the person that. So we kind of, you know, I really don't even know what to say, guys, but, you know, I gave him a lot of free passes because we were so close and he was my friend. Okay, she's just saying hello. So we were together 3.5 years. And within 2 of those years, you know, some things have went down. And whether it was purchasing this place without consulting me, or, you know, wanting to take a break without consulting me or letting me know so that I could go do what I wanted to do and have some fun. So nonetheless, Brian's saying hi, and he wrote on and off. Yeah, I mean, his version is on and off, but I was kind of never really told that, and it just is what it is. He did get a truck yesterday. Well, he ordered a truck initially with this whole debacle that was going on over there. He ordered a truck, and specifically for yesterday's date. And when he went to get the truck, or called about the truck, they had it for the wrong date. They had this truck for like September the 16th or the 19th, and we needed a truck quickly. He got a little bit of a bigger truck than what my niece and her husband got, which was awesome because it was one truck. But really couldn't get any help because my niece is selling her house, and, you know, the kids are all busy. My son had work yesterday. I don't know where my other son was. I even reached out to his girlfriend. I didn't hear anything back from her. So it was pretty much just me and poor John getting everything together to get it outside. But I will say, you know, Chris finally stepped up, got the truck. His packing was pretty good. He got it all to fit in there. And then here I am. I am so out of my element. So out of my element. I am now in Bluebell, Pennsylvania, which was up the turnpike, which I have a major fear with the turnpike because, you know, I was married before, and, you know, he tried to kill me multiple times on the turnpike. But that's where Miss Judith comes in at. I really think Miss Judith is just a total angel in disguise. She warned me. She did say, like, about going there, but, you know, she's older. She's had a lot of experiences. And she just said, like, don't tell her your personal business, which I didn't. And she just said, you know, some people that are older can be nasty. I don't think I expected it to be nasty and violent. But I'll be gosh darn it. I don't have a mom. And my mother-in-law was like an angel that walked this earth who never put a hand on me. So I'm deeply disturbed by, that. And there was really no time to really think. The only person I called was Chris. And then I called Miss Judith and told her what was going on. She steered me in the right direction and said, after the second conversation, that it wasn't safe. Wasn't safe to stay there. Pretty much it just wasn't safe to stay there. Chris asked me to come here to make it work. And it's apparently what we're doing. And I cannot say, nothing against Chris. I'm not on that topic right now, but he loaded a truck phenomenally. It had like a little loft at the top. It had to be one trip because this is further away. I don't like to think about how far it is away because I'm suffering anxiety and I just get upset because I'm away from my family, the kids, but I will give myself some kudos because I've dealt with a lot of scary things lately. And that fear was to get on that turnpike. And I did it. I survived it. I did. I'm here. But I'm having little incidents of just losing my breath about how far I am away from my own family. That could be normal. But this is supposed to be a whole brand new life. He's stuck. He's stuck now. He's going to come sit with me because I'm starting to get choked up. So, needless to say, this is Chris, so say hello.
Hi, everybody.
He's been on all the lives. We just didn't advertise our situation of being boyfriend, girlfriend, or have gotten engaged and then slowed that down a little bit because, how do you want to explain that? He just wasn't around. And when he was around, I was yelling at him. And he's a non-confrontational person. But let's be honest here, women. If a man's telling you they love you, but they're not around, there's something wrong there. Everybody's saying hi, Chris.
Hi, everybody.
So, technically speaking,
Hi, Boone. Hi, Lauren.
We've been together for 3.5 years. It'll be 4.
Give or take.
Coming up on...
I don't even know.
Well, you wanted it to be engaged on Mischief, but that didn't work out. October 24th. The ring.
10/28.
10/28. He proposed to me. With a ring pop. True story.
Yeah.
He proposed to me with a ring pop. In a park at night where a real beautiful church is, and I didn't need to see a ring. I said yes. Hi, Amanda Perez. So I did say yes on that ring pop, and we kind of danced in the park. And I'm feisty. He's not used to someone having a backbone and a spine and standing up for themselves. So that was a hard adjustment for him. But I think after our long conversation today about something terrible that happened, I think he understands it a little bit better. Or why I was freaking out.
Yeah, came into play.
I had something very traumatic that was happening when he should have been there to scoop me up, So we kind of put the brakes on the whole ring factor. But yes, we were still seeing each other and, he was coming down to see me. I just wasn't really advertising that. And now look, here we are. Here we are living together. I was just, listen, I'm going to be quite frank. I was pissed.
Chris is a son, and I get it. I mean, I raised my kids. But this is so much further out of my way, and I tried to explain some about my condition, and I felt like he just did what he wanted to do anyway, and I didn't have any say in what he picked out, right? So that started some arguments. But some of the furniture pictures he was sending me, this jerk over here, like, hey, what do you think of this coffee table? And I'm like, oh, I like it. Hey, what do you think of this bed? And guess what? He bought the bed that I wanted, didn't you?
Hmm.
So I mean, I don't know, guys. I know we're all over the place right now, but I just have to try to stay strong because I'm scared, because I'm out of my element, and I've been put through so much mental and physical abuse, which I really, between John's house and just some other things, that, you know, he did ask me to come here. You can tell them.
Yeah.
He asked me to come here. He wants to make it work.
John's home life, even for him, is.
You might have to talk louder.
It's very difficult for him. I'm not even sure how he can take that himself.
He feels bad for
I
my
feel
friend
bad for
John.
John. I know John.
If anybody came on and I missed you, I'm really sorry. Hi, Amanda. Hi, everyone. So yeah, we feel terrible for my friend, you know, and kind of wanted to take him with us, but he's never gonna leave. And he's welcome here. We said that umpteen times,
He
but
can visit anytime he wants.
yeah, he can come here. He could sleep over if he, you know, because of the distance. But so that's the first thing that transpired. That move on Friday lasted not even a week before he was being abused and I was being abused. And then Chris got me on the phone. I was hysterical, was I not?
I was.
And he can witness. I mean, you might have to lean up and speak louder.
The phone call, or actually with the text message saying call me.
Yeah.
I was working, and it's hard for me to kind of
Louder.
talk or text. So I had to sneak off and make a real quick phone call, and Melanie was in tears and telling me what was going on. And
I was hysterical. On his lunch break, I was hysterical. I told him what was going on. And then he called me when he got done work. And he heard that woman in rare form.
Yeah.
I mean,
things she was saying, what she was saying to Melody and to John, and what she was physically doing, like gripping her up.
Yeah, I mean, this woman's not even my mother. I mean, listen, I don't like to keep repeating myself. I lost my mom.
It's alright.
I'm sorry.
You're alright.
Like, I lost my mom at 28 years old, and the only thing I ever wanted my entire life was my mom. And I'm very respectful to senior citizens. Like, I love senior citizens, and she physically was like beating on me. I just couldn't even imagine that. So of course you see how I'm getting, and I deeply apologize, but I was on the phone. He was hearing her screaming and calling me vile words that I would never even call my own children or a dying dog for that matter, you know, and just putting me down. And I've lost so much weight. She's telling me, you know,
calling you fat.
I'm telling me I'm fat. I got a fat ass. She was saying all kinds of crazy stuff. You are a better place now. Voon, I love you. I am so sorry that my lives have been nothing but drama, but you knew where I went, and I thought I'm an open book, guys. You know, I want to keep my subscribers, and I want you to know what's going on. And I couldn't stay there, but I also can't save him either. Now, Lauren, I've spoken to Lauren when I was at the other place, and I have mentioned Chris, and I said, you know, she knows a little bit about him.
It's complicated.
You know, she knows a little bit about him, and he wasn't really around, and I just said it's a little complicated. But you know what? This is what the bottom line is. I mean, we've been together 3.5 years. Is he perfect?
No.
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 Did he make mistakes, and not give me the benefit of the doubt? Yeah,
No, I'm not perfect.
No, none of us are perfect. We're not Jesus Christ. None of us are perfect. But I did feel like, he did me a little dirty. But here's the bottom line: is I've been friends with him for so long. I think I gave him a lot of free passes. True, right?
Yeah.
A lot of free passes that I wouldn't have gave to any other man. And I used to like beg him to just like, if I fall, just pick me up. Like why are you just letting this happen and not protecting me? Because he just wasn't around. So long story short, the ring is not on my finger. We're going to go a little slow on that, but we did get engaged. I'm so can't even think straight right now, guys. 3.5 years ago, October.
I don't even know what day.
It's October 24th.
10/28.
10/28 is when he proposed to me. And like I said, I accepted it. I accepted his proposal with a ring pop. It wasn't even about the money. We had some problems with the ring because, I'm so skinny, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so skinny, he had to fit it once and it still doesn't fit, So, and then it was a matter of giving the ring back so he could get it sized better. So we're going to just go slow on the whole ring factor. I mean, I do have it. But I was really confused for if he loved me, why he was letting me go through this. And this is what I'm going to say. Simple Life Reclaimed Melanie, if you all remember being in my lives, and she knows all this. Well, not this. She may pop in. But she made this specific statement and said, just keep your head high. Wherever you're meant to be, you will be. That's where you'll end up. And then it just so happened everything fell apart. Just trying to help my friend and his elderly mom. And Chris was like, that's it. I want to make this work. I want to be with you. I love you. I'm getting a truck and I'm coming to get you. Does that sum it up short and sweet? Because you can look there.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
So,
short and sweet.
I mean, it's scary for me, everyone, because I've never lied about my situation. I suffer severe anxiety attacks. I mean, this isn't a secret to my family. My children knew. They just were a little confused, like, what's going on? Or he's engaged, just not engaged. But with everything, just figured, just put a hold on it for a bit, And John even helped. Didn't he? He even helped.
John.
We're not on here to bash John. John, I hugged him. When he cried, a grown man that I've known for 12, 13 years. His mom is making him nuts. And I went out there and I hugged him and he apologized to me and said, I feel like my mom set you up to bring you here so she could abuse you. It's exactly what he said. And amongst all of that, he helped the loading of the truck. The poor guy had to call out of work today, from what we knew, because the truck wasn't unloaded until about midnight last night.
I didn't get back from dropping John off.
The truck being
2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I think the truck was officially unloaded about 12:30 here last night. And then he had to drive the truck back, Chris, and then get his vehicle and drive John all the way back. So he didn't get back here till 12:30.
2:30.
Or I'm sorry, did I say 12:30?
Yeah, 2:30.
Till 2:30 in the morning. Listen, before he was leaving, there's a love seat over there. I mean, we'll give you a little tour if you want. But there was a love seat over there. I literally was like this with my dogs. They think I was sleeping.
Like these two?
I would think I was asleep sitting up, wasn't I?
Pretty much.
I'm exhausted. And when I got in here, I was hurt at first, but then I kind of thought about it. Like, the coffee table the tripod's leaning on. I picked this coffee table out. He's laughing. The bed that I wanted, he got the bed. I wanted that sort of,
It's country.
like, I wanted that farmhouse country type of feel. You know what I mean by that. With
Yeah.
you know, everybody that has farms, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, it is going to be an adjustment. It's a nice place. It's not a full house. It's a townhouse. But my plants came. He does have an HOA, so you're going to have to bear with me on what we're going to do as far as gardening is concerned. Maybe just some pots. I don't know for right now. Maybe I'll just turn into the cooking baking channel.
We'll try to figure something
We'll-
out. I've emailed and made phone calls, but
Yeah,
since
we'll
COVID,
figure.
people are not getting back to me about like.
So we'll figure
places.
something out. We'll try to see if maybe he could do like a little bed or something. We'll just see. Today, I mean, do you think I wanted to get up today and
We were
start?
up early.
I mean, up
6:30.
early, 6:30, because I'm on this schedule from John's parents' houses. I'm so sorry I'm missing everyone's comments. Maybe Chris can read some comments, but
Group 4.
I mean, I didn't want to leave stuff. I'm exhausted, but I had to clean some things in order to get things away. And the biggest thing to me is getting the kitchen done. I'm not saying it was bad here, but he's a guy. It needs a woman's touch.
Hey, I did okay.
You did okay. But I'm saying, I mean, I had, two coolers? 2 coolers and a coolie bag of, like, frozen peppers, I said to him, don't get too excited yet.
Well,
Because the freezer looks packed like we're good to go on food, but...
typical guy. When she came here, you could open up the refrigerator. No joke, there was water and a gallon of milk. That was basically it.
That was
Now
it.
you open up the refrigerator and freezer. I got food galore. So,
Miss
I
Judith.
I told her, I'm like, you get to the house, I don't have anything. I got milk and water.
Well, Miss Judith, you guys know, like, she's not on here yet, but...
She talked to me while we were.
Is she on?
I haven't seen her.
Oh, okay. But she, you guys know I had the raised beds and I was staying somewhere else and I preserved food. Yeah, he didn't really have much and he's a guy with his teenage son and there was like frozen pizza and some Hot Pockets in the fridge. I mean, in the freezer. No, they're in a Ziploc baggie. But it really looks like the freezer's jam-packed with food. The whole top is just like, because I have to go back onto doing, what is it, like the berries in the blender with,
Smoothies.
it's like smoothies, but adding protein into it because I'm losing so much weight. So I've condensed all that into a baggie and the whole top part of his freezer, it's a little bit of an older freezer. Refrigerator, I have a gorgeous fridge, but it won't fit in here. Correct?
Yeah, I wish.
I mean, I have a gorgeous freezer that's stainless steel, but we don't think we can get it to fit in here.
No.
So we're making do. So I just didn't want his hopes to be all up because the top part of the freezer is filled with chopped peppers and whole peppers and one baggie of whole tomatoes,
I wasn't.
zucchini that I grated. It's filled with a lot of that and a lot of berries because I need to get healthy. I don't even look well and I don't feel good. But the pantry closet, I worked on the pantry closet today, that he can vouch for.
That's what we're doing the majority of the day.
Yeah, I was doing that the
Kitchen.
majority of the day. I didn't want there to be boxes around. And I think his son will be quite happy when it comes here. I mean, it's not perfect. Like I said, I did try to explain whatever food I had on me. The jars and everything and some totes are downstairs. There is a downstairs to here that we're going to turn into like a family room, hangout room, right? We discussed that.
Yeah, kind of like a game room, family room.
Yeah, like a game room, family room. So those totes with the jars are down there. We're kind of beat. We're tired. He moved all that stuff with my friend, and I've been working my fingers and toes to the bone. One move after another move.
Yeah, you were at John's for a week and a day.
Yeah, a week.
Week and a day. You were there on a Friday and
I got there late on Friday. I never unpacked anything. I took one shower there. You know, I mean, it was just a terrible situation. And, you know, the creepos before that house with the crazy dogs, which is a whole other story I don't want to get into right now. But, needless to say, I just busted my butt today because he can be a little OCD and I'm a little OCD. We both like to live clean, right? We can vouch for that. I didn't want things being in the dining room. That bugs me. Am I tired? I mean, I can't even feel my toes. I'm so tired. But, you know, I did come with boxes of food. Not a tremendous amount of like canned goods or like pasta and stuff, but I think the cereal department his son's going to be quite happy with. And there's enough snacks because I'm a mom. I know what it is to have grandchildren and boys and
pantry closet is jam-packed.
Do you just want to say? We'll show you the pantry closet. Go click a light on. We'll just show them the pantry closet.
I don't know if the door will open.
It'll open. It looks good. We'll give you a quickie little tour.
It's a mess.
It's not. He's saying it's a mess, and it's really not. We just have a few. I mean, honestly, I just got here, and but at least he got the furniture that I wanted. I'm happy about that. I just really didn't want to live this far up, and I think it was because of just my fear of my anxiety. But this is a whole new life, and I will have to adjust to when he leaves to go to work, you know, and being here by myself. But to get to Miss Judith very quickly.
Is she here?
No. If anybody sees Miss Judith pop on, please let me know, because she gave me strict instructions on how to get through the ride for the turnpike. She said, don't look up. Don't look up. I kind of was in the back seat of my own vehicle. My friend drove it, seatbelt on. I don't know if you could see it exactly. And I had a blanket and a pillow. And I kind of just laid my head kind of down like this and didn't pick my head up. I didn't pick my head up and just had part of the blanket covering like part of my eye. And who do you think was on that phone talking to me for the ride to here? Is that angel in disguise, which is Miss Judith, who literally said, I will never let anything happen to you. I'll talk to you for the ride. We're going to get you better with your anxiety. You've just been through so much. I mean, you know who her husband is. Lauren Boone, post their channel, please. Anyone else's channel that wants to be advertised, please post the links. Miss Judith would like to meet me. We'd be more than happy to meet her and her husband. I mean, honestly, she's touched my soul. And I don't know. I just said to Chris today that I feel like, you know, we tell each other she was a total stranger from my channel. And we tell each other we love each other. And I just feel like a closeness to her. It just must be, it's like that mother that I never had. And she had my back in that car. And when I had my head down, at one point I felt like I was getting like a little hard to swallow, like cotton balls in my throat or whatever you want to call that, really severe dry mouth. And she said, you're okay. I got you. Nothing's going to happen, because my friend drove my vehicle and I had my one dog with me that can handle a long ride like that. And I gave Chris Miss Sophia, who has terrible anxiety. Red Road Homestead. Hi, honey. I know you're missing a lot. Welcome. You may have to go back and, you know, maybe rewatch it. I don't know. But back.
Thanks, Foon.
But thank you. to Miss Judith. I mean, there was a few times my head was buried in that blanket, and I know not everybody has my condition. I know that. But that was a huge, huge step that I made. I mean, I didn't think I was going to survive it. I prayed to God to please get me through it. You know, I mean, I begged for his mercy to get me through this. And I called her when the situations were going on with that elderly woman abusing me. And she said, it's not safe and you need to get out of there. And then for the ride here, I talked to her at the house. And for the ride here, she said, I will be there. I will get you through it. And I'm telling you, she is an angel. An angel, I kid you not. So I know Red Road. I'm saying Red Road. I'm so sorry. But this is Chris. He's the one that's been in the lives a lot. I don't really discuss like my personal business. Meaning like COVID, I lost my home. But my personal business, I mean, Lauren knew a little bit, but no one knew that even though he's slouching, this is the person I've been with for 3.5 years. And I mean, what was he going to do? I mean, he did ask me, I will say that straight from the gate, when he got this place, he did ask me to come here, right?
Mm-hmm.
He also said, but I put a girl in here as a roommate. And I just stayed calm, but I mean, I'm human. I was ticked. And I told him, go screw himself. I'll stay in the tent. Right? And, but he was trying to ask her, apparently, he basically, apparently, from what I understand, was trying to convince me to coming here for what?
I don't know.
The last 3 months. This has been going on
give or take, yeah.
For the last 3 months. He came to the tent. He cried when he saw me in the tent. And I mean, I'm not going to put it all on him. There are some things that he did that was wrong. But I didn't want to come here. I just felt like he took a stranger in before me. That's just how I felt. And then it took him a little bit, you know, because he didn't really know the person. And I said it wasn't a good idea. And, you know, people are cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. And, you know, she gave him multiple dates. She was going to move out. And then what do you think? Yeah. She gave him...
Hi, Red Road.
She gave him some crap. And as mad as I was at him, I still helped him. Did I, or did I not? I came right to his defense. I did say I told you so. That you should never take in someone that you don't know. Long story short, that's behind. But he said he wants this to work. And he can't run now. See, before, if there was a discrepancy, he would run. Right?
Right.
He would get it. He would take the drive to my place from up here. And if something wasn't going his way, or, you know, we didn't agree with each other, he would just run away. He would just get in his car and leave. And it just made me angry. You know, I was trying to explain to him that you're not around. There's something else going on. And so, nonetheless, I was a little surprised, you know. I mean, I did put up a fight about coming here for the last few months, right? Mm-hmm. A lot had to do with the factor of my family and my fear, my fear.
And also, one of the things was with John. I didn't want you to lose your friendship with John.
Yeah, he was worried. He was worried I was going to lose my friendship with John when I went to that crazy house. But no, John will always be my friend. And, you know, there's nothing we could really do. She's older. The daughters think that she should be put away in a psychiatric ward. But I'm so sore today. I never, am I not respectful? I never laid a finger on that woman. I just let her beat on me. Because it's just not what I believe in. You know, she needs help. And I can't help her. I'm sick myself. I've been through enough. So that's that situation. This move just happened yesterday. On his defense, which suck it up because I don't defend you that often, is, you know, I feel like he did come to my house to be like the knight in shining armor, like, oh, I bought this place, you know, but it wasn't where I wanted to be. And I know once you move, whether it's out of state or a new area, you know, you have to get adjusted. And I just think my nerves, my anxiety, and he did what he wanted to do. It just ticked me off. And I really did not think, in God's honest opinion, that I could survive this ride coming here. And knowing no one, having no friends here, no family. But I'm here. And with the grace of God, believe me, and him getting a truck, and John helping us to get away from his crazy mom. Chris complimented me. I felt a little neglected, which is understandable because he was loading the truck and, you know, but I was scared. But he knew I was in good hands, he said, because he was there when Miss Judith and I was talking on the phone while we were still loading the truck. She kept checking in, like, are you on the road yet? I said, no, I'll call you.
Phone calls, text messages.
Yep, text messages, phone calls. You're on the road yet? I mean, I'm not embarrassed to tell my subscribers. I used to suffer severe panic attacks. I have PTSD, and I am dealing with anxiety attacks. I'm not getting panic attacks, but I just kind of laid diagonal in the back seat of my. I've never been a backseat driver. You know,
or a regular driver.
Well, I mean, I've always drove, but my anxiety got so bad that to the point where I just stopped driving myself. Even like, I laid off the highways, but then it became where I started becoming just a local. What do you call that? Like, just within your
around town,
just around your area type of driver, and then it just got to the point where I just stopped driving because my anxiety just got so bad. And Miss Judith did say that she is going to do everything in her power to try to help me overcome this. I've gone to therapists, I've gone to doctors. I mean, I felt like it was a nail in the coffin, but only because they said I'm allergic to serotonin. So I'm suffering from severe anxiety attacks, which is not good. Obviously I'm just dropping a lot of weight. And so, I mean, this is where I'm at. I can't really see the comments because these are back a little bit. But
it's not too many coming in. People are doing a lot of listening.
A lot of listening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything bad being said?
No.
Why is Boone's messages being removed? Is everything okay, Boone? I'm glad you're in a better place. Oh.
That was Red Road.
I know. What was I saying? Red Roof? You have to all really excuse me. I'm like delirious. But everything's here, less what's in storage.
Oh.
That's a whole other subject. I don't want to keep everything in storage. I don't. We've already discussed that. I want to pass down my dining room table. My feet are too sore. I want to pass down my dining room table to my daughter because it's an eight-seater, gorgeous dining room table. But if she doesn't meet him when he goes, Chris's game plan is to go down maybe one day every weekend to try to get it out. I have Cuisinarts. I have, my stuff is in there. If I'm more concerned about anything in that storage unit is
the kitchen stuff.
Is the kitchen's, well, that's not the first on my list, is my life. My children,
the photos,
my photo albums, my pictures, my kitchen stuff. I have rotisserie chicken machine John got me. I have two, like a smaller KitchenAid, and then I have the bigger KitchenAid. I have a lot of good stuff that I don't want to go to waste. And you know, it's two smaller units instead of it being combined into one. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh,
Just Voon comment and
is she okay?
yeah, she's okay.
Okay. Did
She was just laughing at the cuckoo saying, that's all. So she's good.
Yeah, but I saw some of her messages were deleted. Is that anyone removing your
Oh,
messages, Boone?
she removed them herself.
Oh, okay.
Because she didn't want the comments to be taken the wrong way. That's all. She's good.
You could say whatever you want. Say whatever you want. You're a moderator. You can all say whatever you want. A lot of these are moderators. So yeah. So we're going to try to go for the important things. Like there's an Xbox One that's supposed to be in there. I have the Ninja pot that has the air fryer that's in there. My KitchenAids.
Xbox One is the first thing to find.
Well, yeah, just because that's driving me nuts, because that's how I communicate with my subscribers, by watching their videos and whatnot. So that's making me a little cuckoo.
I just wanted to play video games.
But I want my kitchen stuff, my things, memories. I want that. I don't want my bedroom set. I've had it for a very long time. So.
I like it.
But you have that old thing down there.
That's my great grandfather.
Yeah, but it's really old and ancient. I don't want my bedroom set. So we're going to try to do the best we can as far as not letting like the storage facility just put it up for auction like that stuff.
No.
If we know somebody that wants a bedroom set, it will go to them.
I'll try to do like Let Go or something.
Yeah,
or
something.
Marketplace or
but
something.
I don't want everything coming here. The dining room table set, my daughter would have to meet him when he's there with his buddy. She's more than welcome to have that. If there's anything that my sons particularly want, they're more than welcome to have that. There's a sectional in there. We were talking about that today. If we wanted to keep the sectional couch, put it downstairs in what we're going to call the hangout family room, or do we want my couch that reclines out on two ends, and like the lamps and the coffee table and end tables, we're going to keep that because we're going to turn the downstairs into a nice spot. Maybe Aiden wants to have his friends come over. Maybe we'll just want to change the room and just not be in the living room and go down there and just flop, you know?
I like my living room though.
I know. The living room is nice. It's not the point.
I like my fireplace.
But it's artificial wood. There's a fireplace up here. He's talking about how much he likes the living room. I have fireplaces in there too that I want out of there. I have two fireplaces that are in there, you know? So, I mean, we can make it really cute down there. And I have a popcorn machine. Aiden would love that.
I have a hot dog machine.
I have a hot dog.
Cotton candy machine.
Yep. I mean, it could be like the total hangout spot. And I have like a $700 shelf that holds all the movies. And I have an enormous size TV in that storage unit with Bose surround sound. So that's what I'm leaning towards, of turning that into a very comfy hangout spot for us, for Aiden, if there's company, and you don't, you know, you could keep the mess down there. I'm about that life. That's kind of how I was raised. You know, you could keep your living room nice, and then you have a family room. So, onwards and upwards are we missing anything?
No. People are listening.
Okay. So, this is where I'm at.
Count's gone up a little bit though too. So
well, it's okay. And if my sons are watching, Mom survived. I made it. I just really feel like I need a break. He's gonna have a friend come here tomorrow. His friend, because a lot of the totes went downstairs, and you know, the shelf went downstairs. So we'll try to figure out, you know, because jars, when you preserve, correct me if I'm wrong, but they need to be in a dark area where it's cool. So it's not like it's a root cellar here. There is a basement. So we're going to try to, you know, figure that out and put the jars in a safe area. And my back, I mean, I'm so skinny, but my back is killing me. Chris did one move and he's sore. I've done my place, then the other one, then John Pitzy's, and then I didn't want to leave stuff laying around in here today. So I've been busting butt. And to be honest with you, I wish I could just lay in bed for a week and just be spoon-fed food, something. But that's not going to work. Oh yeah, I had laughed at your cuckoo saying, and I didn't want my comment misunderstood. I'm listening. Voon, you're fine. It's beyond cuckoo, hun. She is crazy. She's crazy. And she put on a front to be kind of sweet with Chris around yesterday, but in the same token was doing like, oh, he's never gonna get all that on that truck. You know, just like bad mouthing him. She's just wicked. She's wicked. And her own son is thin. He's up there. Like, I mean, I went to his back, like, leave him alone. It just was tough. It was tough. I never experienced anything like that in my life. And starting a new life, Chris said that he loves me and wants to make it work. Right or wrong?
Yes.
Why are you looking at me? Tell my subscribers they're going to hold you accountable.
Well, trust me, Judith already told me.
Yeah. Miss Judith got Chris on the phone and said, I'll tell you. Wait, I didn't hear all of it, though.
I figured exactly
I know
what
she
said.
she did ask me, is Chris going to be good to you? Then she got on the phone and spoke to Chris yesterday with the move and everything and said, you better treat her good, because I'll tell you what, I'll come up there. Right? Didn't she say that? She wants to come up?
Yeah, she said, yeah.
I think he tried to reassure. She's just looking out for my best interest. And she was telling him I've been through so much.
Yeah.
You need to talk to them. Be reading comments. Because you were on the phone with her.
Yeah, I was on the phone for a little bit.
Talk louder.
And,
I don't know if, can you hear him? Does he need to speak louder like I am? You're like, he's looking at that.
I'm okay.
All right, well,
We're not complaining.
tell them what Miss Judith said.
I don't know exactly what she said, but better make sure I take care of you. If not, she'll be like giving me she's from the South?
She's from the South, honey.
Basically a South whooping
Oh,
in
yeah,
a way.
She said, you better take care of her, or I'll tell you what, you will get a down south, like, ass whooping, but it's set a little different down there. So, you know, she just wants me to be treated well and treated good. And, I mean, it's going to be an adjustment. I mean, listen, we were friends way before this. Way before this, we were friends for a long time.
Yes.
So it's not like we're strangers.
No.
It just got a little complicated being involved. So.
Well, my situation wasn't that great either, so.
Well, I will go
another time.
I will go into his defense. I think I was a little bit, stuck in the middle because he and I were only friends. And then he was married. He was betrayed. She cheated on him. And I was his friend. And sometimes when you're somebody's friend, when they're going through such a terrible thing like that, they tend to take it out on you. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, so
Didn't mean to, or
he
do it
didn't
on
mean
purpose
to hurt me or to take it out on me, but he did. And then he just wouldn't show up, and it was hurtful. And we did have like a little bit, just a little today, of an in-depth conversation. And as far as that part is concerned, I think it's best. You all know, if you don't learn to communicate, it'll never work. So I cried. I told him he hurt me, but he's my best friend. He doesn't deserve me, but we're best friends. And I'm the best that he could ever get. Let me tell you on that one. I've seen them, please.
Hey.
True story. We're cracking jokes now. Chris, you're a blessing. Thank you for being there. Listen, who do you think said that? Red Road. I can't get the road. I'm sorry.
Red Road.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
I'm overwhelmed.
I don't know if I'm a blessing. I gave her.
Be honest. He put me through some.
Yeah, I gave
hell.
her some rough times for a while. It's just
2 years worth of some hell, but
on and off stuff and running and not talking, and like I said, it's a little complicated, but I had a rough patch. So she didn't deserve any of it, though. I will say that.
But guess
That was
what?
my mistake.
But guess what? This is all on recording. Everybody is hearing this,
I know.
and that touched me. That was thank you for doing that and owning that.
I didn't mean to hurt you. No,
I
wanted
know.
to hurt you.
I know, but it helps. I mean, right? When a man admits, Boone says right. When a man admits they're wrong, then you can move forward. Right? Ladies and gents, Brian Lossey's on there. When you admit you're wrong and you can't run any longer, and I just wanted to be scooped up. I just wanted them to fight for me. And that's the God's honest truth, because he was always my friend. And I had his back through his terrible situation. But then when my situation happened, I just felt like, I don't know, we were not on the same wavelength, really. I mean, we talked.
Yeah, we talked, but
And he came to the tent.
It was different, though.
He thought the tent was relaxing, by the way. There's Brian leaving a comment. At least you can admit your wrongs. Thank you, Brian. Like, I'm not perfect, and I was yelling at him. I was like, what kind of a man are you to run out on me like that? You can't even talk. But he's non-confrontational, and now today he said a very intelligent thing. We can talk because I can't run anymore. You did say that.
Yeah, okay.
So he can't
Where
run.
we're gonna go?
He can't
I'm
run
home.
anymore. What's Brian saying? Take care of her and she will take care of you. That is the truth. That is the truth. I mean, I was very, very good to him in the beginning. And I just think, you know, maybe due to his situation, he was a little damaged. And, you know, he probably
I don't know if
should.
it was a little. I think it was a lot.
Yeah, he was a lot damaged. And he probably should have went out there and did whatever. Got it out of his system. And, you know.
Not like that, though.
I'm not saying indiscretions. I'm talking about, you know, he did go through therapy for that, and
Counseling.
you know, and he was with his mom and dad, and they were older. It was just a lot. So, needless to say, that was really like, my back is so sore.
Sorry.
That was really like the demise of, you know, the situation. So this is why I never really talked to him. I mean, on live, you would see, I would say, hi, Chris, how are you? You know, but we talked on the phone and, you know, but we just didn't, I just didn't want to,
It was
I
different.
didn't want to put it out there. I didn't want to put it out there. Lauren knew a little bit about it. David Hotelling's channel, when he had his, I was friends with him. He knew a little bit about Chris, but it was just tough. My friends knew. I felt like my family was wondering what was going on. And I've known him, and I've never known him not to be nice. And he was starting to become angry and just bitter. And it was just kind of getting taken out on me. And I was looking to be, I just felt like he owed me, you know? Like I was his doctor, his therapist, his counselor, you know? I was everything. And then when, you might have to lower that. And then, because it echoes through. And then when it came to me, you know, I just didn't feel like it was reciprocated at all. So it took some time.
Yeah, it did. Like how things went, you weren't treated the best, and I wasn't there a lot for you. Just had a lot going on that I had to deal with and figure things out, and that's all. You know, just one day at a time.
Well, like,
took a while.
Like Brian said, I mean, even now he's admitting he didn't treat me very well. You know, it took him a while. He got hurt. You know what happens when you know, get married or whatever. Kristen's World Outdoors. Hey, girl. So yeah, you might have to go back and listen to it all. But so yeah, I mean, I really do. Right now, I can't even explain. I have so much more respect for him. I didn't think that he was going to do this and come on my live. What's the matter?
You need to read Rune.
Huh?
Read Rune.
As exhausted as you are, you do have a little more pep in your voice and your face, Melody. Guys, I'm like mortified for all the crying and just everything that's been going on. You can point out, we're trying to do both because that's a little distance back from me even with my glasses on. So I just felt like my lives suddenly were just drama, from losing my home during COVID, being in a tent, and then somebody thinking I wasn't in a tent and I was in somebody's backyard, to then go into the house of the treacherous, monstrous dogs, to then go and thinking I'm doing the right thing by helping my friend out with his mom. It just became too much. It just became too much.
Yeah.
Princess Rosa, hello, Lauren. Which one? There, they're saying hello. But welcome, everyone. I mean, if you're coming in late, that's fine. This is Chris. If for any latecomers, but I mean, you all mean the world to me, and you know, this is where it's at. This is where it's at. I probably will have to continue taking some anxiety medicine for a bit, because I was doing, he said he was proud of me that I was able to survive that ride by the grace of God and the grace of Miss Judith.
Yes.
I owe that woman something fierce. But I got through it, and now that there was a little bit more time today, and we got up really early this morning, like 7-ish.
It's like 6:30, quarter to 7.
Yeah, I woke up early, but we got out of there at like 7. And I felt like I hit the ground running again. And, you know, because I didn't want to, because this is ours now.
Yes.
But I didn't want things to be in the way. And I need to have some consistency in the kitchen, because my goal is to try to eat. Who are you saying hello to? Kristen's World Outdoors.
Saying hello. So
she's saying hello. Back. That's nice. You gotta pull yours closer to you.
It's okay.
So, you know, we women and men kind of know if your kitchen's a wreck, you can't like cook. But
it wasn't a wreck.
My boxes were all in the way. I
have a lot of stuff.
No, it's nothing to do with his kitchen being a wreck dirty wise. It had a lot to do with, there were boxes and totes.
Yes.
Well, coolers, boxes, and bags in the dining room and the kitchen. You know? So you know what? One thing at a time. And that's what I wanted to kind of focus on, so that it would be a little bit easier to just go to the kitchen and get something to eat. Is what do you see? That's why I focused on that today.
Yes.
And then also food needed to be put away, obviously.
Oh, yeah. And
then I worked on the pantry, which for the newcomers, we were going to show what I did to the pantry. Aiden's on vacation right now. He's 14. I mean, I'm a mom. I had, you can put that back on. I had sons, you know, they get to a certain age and they each out of house and home. So I don't think it's too shabby when I showed them it. I mean, like I said, don't misunderstand. There's not a lot of food here, but we'll go food shopping. But to you guys, it may look like a lot of food, because to Chris, he said his son's going to be in his glories. So I'm going to turn the camera around just to show you what I did with the pantry closet. Okay. Pantry. Okay.
Can I have a dog's life?
Yeah, right. Okay, so here we go. I'm not the greatest with this, so you hold that and make sure I'm aiming it correctly. But look, see what I mean by farmhouse? Can you see that? That's going to be a delay. Farmhouse furniture, fireplace. This is the coffee table that has that same look. Don't mind the blankets. We just threw them on there for the dogs. But he has the same coffee table I do. It's just that it has the farmhouse look. So this is living room. We won't give you the whole tour. Front door. Stairs that go all the way up. But this is the floor. It's like the farmhouse table that I wanted to point out, which you guys know me. I like stuff like that. And this is there a brighter light for this? This is what I worked on today. Ladies and gents, can you see? I'm hoping, am I holding this correctly? I tried to put baking stuff up there. Can you look on your phone and see if I'm aiming it right? And then, you know, condiments, baking stuff. This is going to have more things on that. But welcome to the whole shelf of snacks and oatmeal. And yeah, I think Aiden will be quite happy because there's a lot of snacks and he's a teenager. And then I organized some of the canned goods and stuff that I had on me, organized drinks, things of that nature. So this is what I worked on today, and worked on somewhat of the kitchen, which isn't done, but we're getting there. So as soon as he saw this, I mean, because you could pull things out and there's cookies and pretzels and corn chips. I mean, you know, a teenager's dream. So I wanted to make sure that the pantry closet got done so that you could kind of find what you're looking for. So needless to say, it's a start. That's what I did. And trying to turn it around. So the kitchen is just about done. I mean, besides like an oven needing to be cleaned or something. Can you pull this back up for me?
Yep.
I mean, we're not going to give you the whole tour yet because some things need to be done. But, so yeah, that is the pantry closet for all of us, obviously. But, you know, I mean, I had 2 boys. I know once, I hope it aims up correctly. But I've had sons, teenagers, they like snacks, you know. Miss Judith sent me snacks. She wants me to get that. So I don't mind the shuffling around. If I just did that, I'm still trying to get used to this tripod to try to aim it. Chris, on his phone, it's coming in now. So we're hoping you were able to see what I did. So it's a whole new chapter, and every once in a while, I lose my breath. I'm losing my breath. I guess it's just going to take some time to get used to this. I mean, I got here late, and I was exhausted. I'm still exhausted.
Yeah, I can definitely fall asleep in about 5 minutes.
Closer. Yeah, look at all the snacks that's showing up. So hopefully you saw all the snaps. Do I get a thumbs up for being like the coolest?
Gotta keep them snacks away from me, man.
No snacks for you. They're for Aiden and me. No, your cookies are in there. But, you know, maybe a little thumbs up, you know, on the pantry. So, I mean, Aiden might fall over. I mean, he had some things here. Aiden's not here full time.
No.
You know, but he's a teenage boy who likes to play his video games, and it's fully stocked. And, yeah, I think he'll be quite happy with that. And, we made a lot of progress today. Mm-hmm. Is it stuck on any new comments or anything?
No, okay.
What was the last one? No coming in.
Laura.
Everybody's giving thumbs up. Thank you guys. Like, seriously. I mean, I'm so tired, but I can't handle like a messy kitchen. And my stuff was all in there. And we even did the out front today as a team.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I forgot about that.
So everything that I planted in pots, we put it out front and made it kind of cute. We did that first thing this morning. That's probably the first thing we did together.
Yeah, it was the first thing I did to hit that
High
first.
five.
Hit that first this morning.
Teamwork.
It was beautiful out. It was cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he likes it.
Oh.
I mean, he's planning on doing some different upgrades, maybe a porch later, or, you know. But I had patio table inside storage that could be used here.
I'm still going to use it anyways.
Huh?
I still want to use that.
What?
The table. I'm still going to put it out front.
Well, I said I have 2 patio tables is what we're talking about in storage. So pick one. It's going to come here. That's what I said to him. And as far as the furniture is concerned, just whatever we need for the downstairs, you know, things that are important to my heart, of course. But my daughter has a family, and she could use the table, the dining room table set, so she's more than welcome to it. If we know of anybody that wants the bedroom set, I'll give them that. My hutch is there. That's coming here. So, you know, he's going to try to fit in. Like what he wants to do, his game plan is to focus on the boxes. Well, he wants to really find that Xbox One and that thing. And he wants to get me what I want so I could cook. Which is like the KitchenAid, the Ninja Pot. You know, those types of things, they were expensive. You know, I want those things out of there.
Photo albums, pictures, stuff like that has meaning.
Well, yeah, but the idea is to go down, like he said, and start on the boxes. Like kitchen stuff, things that are really important to me. That way, like John, my friend that I just had to leave with his crazy mom, bought me the Ninja coffee bar that makes like all Starbucks drinks and stuff like that. You know, that's in there. And
I had no idea.
And my Cuisinart's in there. Anything that has to do with ninjas in there. So what he's going to try to do is maybe one day on a weekend, just go down with like a box van. Am I saying that right? Like a van, right?
A van.
Okay, to just get some of the kitchen stuff. Start with the boxes.
Just try to get some stuff out of there little by little instead of doing it all in one shot.
Yeah, instead of doing it all in one shot, because I'm exhausted. This is the first. I mean, he said he's moved around a lot prior to me, but this is just...
It's a lot.
For me, I mean, he's tired today, but I mean, come on, ladies and gents. I've done this, what now? My place, and I didn't barely have any help except in the beginning. Then I was in the tent. Then I was in the other place. Then I was in John's. And then I'm unpacking here. I'm on 5 if you want to count the tent. I'm telling you, I should have just stayed in the tent and relaxed the whole summer. So, that is what's going on. That situation was crazy. And I had to do what was best for my health and my mentality. And I am not going to stand there and be abused by no 82-year-old woman.
Definitely not a good situation.
No, she was vicious, vile, and finally I snapped at her and said, "You're wicked. You're just wicked." I mean...
I feel bad for John as well.
And the thing of it is I also felt bad after I said it. But I've never been hit by someone that I didn't know. I don't even get hit by people I know. You know, and she's an older woman and she's just mean. And I feel bad for John. You know, this is not to bash my friend. This is just to explain to my subscribers. You know, I didn't even do a video there the entire week. I mean, I made half the deck look gorgeous and the daughters were texting me saying, "Oh, she's complaining about your plants. She's so evil and wicked." When it looked nice. I mean, I was trying. But from the moment I got there, there was no break. I barely even got to have a sip of water. And
bathroom.
Bathroom. True story. True story. Which he was ticked about, but I told him. I mean, it got to the point where it was like, I forgot to go pee for like a day or two.
I thought it was longer than that.
No, like a day or two. As far as the shower was concerned, well, I definitely didn't pee every day. Sorry.
Yeah,
I know this is a different live. One shower. And then on my way out the door with the truck situation, I was like, that's it. I'm getting in the shower. I cannot be leaving here feeling like that. So I took a shower. And this is Coco. She was in the car with me for the ride. She's great. She can be in the car, but little Miss Sophia has severe anxiety in the car. So I stuck her with Chris in the doggy crate, and he said she did well. But with me and John, she screams and hollers, and I had to get through this move. So, with that being said, let's talk about the channel for a minute. Are things going to change? I mean, I haven't been down my garden. Maybe if he goes down to the storage unit, he can go down there, do a video, collect my stuff, and you know what, guys? Let's just call it done. I may not have a fall garden, but I do have some things. Put her down. I do have some things that are in pots that are growing. Like I did a video. Traffic was a little loud that day of me showing you how you can grow cucumbers in a container, and those cucumbers are here growing. They have yellow flowers and everything, you know. So I mean, worst case scenario, if I've always preached about, you know, square foot gardening. You can do it in a small area. Keep an eye out. If you could do it in a small area, you can do it. So if I have to do gardening in pots, what are you going to do? I mean, he said he's going to try. Let's see. Christian's World Outdoors, thumbs up. Heirloom Permaculture, how are you? So I'm really sorry if I wasn't getting to everyone's comment. I mean, he has his phone. If he's, you know, if he wants to scroll back. Hello at Chris. Tens World Outdoors. Just saying hello to both. At least you can admit your wrongs.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're kind of caught up. Hopefully we didn't miss anybody's comment, but just wanted to, you know, maybe it'll just strictly become like, maybe, I mean, he's going to see what he can do, you know, but you have to remember COVID, the virus, let's say that because I don't know if I can get in trouble on YouTube, has affected a lot of different things and people and whatnot. And he was trying to reach out prior to see if they had a community garden center up here, but because everything was closed, no one got back to him. So, I mean, he can try to look again once things settle down. I mean, we have till,
I don't know,
March of next year to figure it out.
Oh yeah, we'll try to figure something out.
You know, we'll figure something out as far as gardening. Some of the stuff that is out there, I mean, I could do videos on, but it's probably going to be a lot of grilling and baking and cooking type of videos.
It's going to be a little different.
Yeah, it may be a little different because, you know, I started this whole channel to encourage people to garden from seed. I mean, and to preserve. But worst case scenario, if we have to support a local farmers around here to get certain things that I want to preserve them or to have them, that's just what we'll do. You know, I just have to get used to the area and being away from my kids. They're older, but you know, my son Johnny just got a job that was closer to where I was staying too. How unfortunate was that? So yeah, I mean, it might be different. I'm hoping that, okay, hello all. Okay, everybody's saying hello. So, I mean, is everybody okay with that? You know, you're hogging. Is everybody, would you be okay with that? I mean, we could probably get another video in. I planted more seeds down there over 3 weeks ago. I mean, he's going to have to make a run down to the storage unit. Maybe he can go to the garden thing first. Pick whatever needs to be picked, take a video, and go collect some boxes. Because I'm afraid to leave some of my stuff there. Like my tools and things like that. And if there's stuff that needs to be harvested, it needs to be harvested. It's like a waste, you know. So he'll try to do that. And if he can do a video, he'll try to do a video. Even if it's on the older tripod or something. So this one doesn't get damaged. Or the GoPro.
Yeah, GoPro.
Yeah, we'll try the GoPro. Maybe he can do a video from down there of picking whatever. And, you know, and then that's where we're going to be at. We're going to be where he's going to try to get things out Willow Grow's on. Hi, Willow Grow. He's going to try to just start getting some boxes so that it's not all at once. This has been hard on me. I can't keep taking the ride down. So he's going to, it's almost like a Zoom me, and we'll do it that way.
Duo.
Yeah, but people know a Zoom. But this is a duo. It's called Duo, and he'll duo me when he gets to the storage places. I'll say yay, nay, whatever.
Right.
You know, but this is where I'm at, and wanted to tell you the story about him, and you know, not let you think like, who's this now? Because he's been around. So let's see what comments I'm missing. Hello at Big Leg, let's dig it. Hi, Willow Grow. Willow Grow is saying hello to everyone. So, a lot of thumbs up. You guys are great. Lauren, what do you think, Lauren?
She's probably playing with our dog.
New comments. Hey, John at Will Grow. Okay, everybody's saying hi to John at Will Grow. So, yeah. So, I mean, the channel may change a little bit. This is it. This is it. I don't want to be on here upset. It's just, it's going to take some time to get used to this distance, you know. It's just going to take some time. And hopefully, you know, I can do something about my anxiety. Maybe I'll be able to breathe easier. I don't know.
You'll be fine.
So, I mean, I felt it come on earlier tonight, like a sudden, like, you know, but it's sort of, it would have been no different if I would have moved out of state. You got to get adjusted, you know, but here I am. And,
about 45 minutes from home.
Really? John said you took the long way.
No, from home in about 45 minutes.
But from here to the thing, you make it in 35 minutes.
Yeah, depending on the time.
So like a half hour, you know, I mean, he's saying I'm about 40 to 45 minutes from where I lived before. But it also depends on time and traffic. Mm. I mean, there's times he makes it to me 25, 30 minutes depending on traffic. But going home at night, right? I mean, you'd get there pretty quick.
Yeah, there's nobody on the road.
He's like, there's nobody on the road on the turnpike. I'm sure he was, you know, gone a little bit faster in speed, but as long as he was safe. So I'm sure you can understand, you know, I've just been through the ringer and I'm done. And I have to try to adjust. You know, I'm already pre-thinking, like when he goes to work, like, ugh. But I'm sure I could call somebody, hopefully. Somebody will pick up. Miss Judith was busy with her her hubby today. I think they were either building a new shed or fixing up an older shed. So, you know, that's kind of where we're at.
Pretty much.
And I really don't know what else to say, guys. I and gals. You know, I don't want to lose any of my subscribers. You know, it may be a little bit more with the cooking and baking, with a little bit of gardening in between. I'm never going to get away from gardening. I mean, I just love it. Okay.
Oh, winter time's coming up too, so that's...
Yeah. And usually I'm the type of person that asks for seeds for Christmas. You know, so if it has to be done in pots, it'll be done in pots.
Hard to figure a way.
You know, if he can find a gardening community up here, he will find one. He's not going to have a choice because I'll never like stop nagging at him, probably.
I don't think stop gardening.
No. So, I mean, that's the other thing because that's a big form of therapy for me. So, just wanted to do the live. I know last week's was very quick and very short. And a little crazy because if you rewatch it, she kind of came right out on my live like, where's my dog's balls at? I mean, you know, I was mortified and I deeply apologize for that. But, you know, I had to save myself. I mean, my son came over and was ticked. I mean, John's embarrassed. It's not John's fault. You know, he just feels like his mom wanted me there and she did all this to set me up. I love John. My sons are so respectful. They love John. John is part of the family. So he's obviously been welcomed here on holidays and, you know, things of that nature. Now, I may not see him once a weekend or something like that because he's further away, but
Yeah, like once a month or something.
you know, the invitation was put out there, and my Johnny asked him how long he's been getting abused for. He didn't really answer, and then I think Johnny reworded it, if I'm saying this correctly. He said, how many times have you been attacked? And he said 3. And you know, but he said he was embarrassed to my son, and he was really sorry. And Johnny loves John. We all love John. It's not his fault at all. This is not a bash John session. It's to explain to my subscribers for why I'm not there. She's a wicked, 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 mean person. I can't even emphasize that. I don't even know how to. I've never been called so many bad names in my life until I finally yelled back at her, like, how dare you? I'm someone's mom. I'm someone's aunt. I'm a mom. Like, you don't get to do that to me. You don't get to talk to me like that. So it was a dangerous situation, especially if his daughters were saying to not to turn my back and watch my back. She's very dangerous. And after what I saw her do to my friend and then what she was doing to me, you know, it was just time to go. And Chris decided to step up because he knows he's got the best catch ever. We know it. We know it. He's got the best catch ever. And now we're going to try to make it work. She is gone now. You can now focus on eating. I know everyone's so concerned about me eating. Honest to goodness. Look, I'm not even going to, I don't even know if they could say. Let me back this up a little bit because, you know, we keep it real here on this channel. These are my jeans. I need help, Chris.
What do you want me to do?
I would need to show them what I do to my jeans now.
They roll them.
This is how I have to wear my jeans now. I have to roll my jeans down. So I know everyone's concerned. I'm extremely concerned myself. I mean, I always had high cheekbones, but my face is sinking in. I know. But I mean, do you blame me? I suffered PTSD. I have anxiety, and who could eat through all that? So we're going to do a little barbecue thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
I brought over like a bourbon pork roast. So he's going to cook that on the grill. He did force me against my better judgment because
sandwich.
Yeah, he did force me. Well, he's been handing me Ensures quite a few times today. And but he did force me to eat a tuna fish sandwich. He even cut the crust off of it. And I did the first half like with no problem, but when it was coming to the second half, I was just like, oh, I don't. And he's like, Mel, just eat it. Like, and I forced it. But
I had to do that too. It's just.
So, I mean, I think I'm just going to have to, I'm tired. And so, I mean, I'm just going to have to be forced to eat. So I care about me. I care about my life. I don't want my kids to be without a mom. I just need to get myself well. I think YouTube's a great outlet. You know, I love each and every one of yous. And, you know, like I said, it just might be a change. I wanted you to know what was going on. And I'm pretty sure you wanted me to stay there with that woman that was, as her daughter said, batshit crazy. Her daughter literally said she's batshit crazy. So nonetheless, you know, I'll get to cook. Aiden's got a big appetite. You know, I can cook. I'll be baking. There are still some things out front. I already have videos still that aren't posted. So you may see some older videos of some things. So as long as you are all okay with it, you know, even if I remove the homestead off of it, you know, I would like to keep it Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It because you know, when I was interviewed, that question came up a lot. How did I come up with the name? It said be funny. So instead of saying break a leg, I did bake because I love to bake, right? What was it? Bake a leg. And let's dig it, because I wanted to incorporate the baking, the cooking, and also the gardening. Terry from Organic Raw Roots Farm, I think it is, was the one that suggested that I put Homestead on the end of it. And just because she didn't want people attacking me. But as long as you're dehydrating or you're preserving or you're water bath canning, you can have Homestead. So if anybody has any suggestions of what they think about that, leave it, bake a leg and let's dig it Homestead, or we leave it at, which then I would need somebody to redo my banner because I didn't know how to do that, and I got help from David for that. But, you know, we either leave it as it is, or we just leave it at bake a leg and let's dig it. So, major changes. This is a lot of, I mean, I've gone longer than this. This is a little bit longer of a video, obviously, but, you know, just, this is where I'm at. And this is who this is. It's not like, you know, so we just wanted to have sort of like a sit down.
Yeah.
I think
kind of explain a little bit where she is now and what took place a little bit to kind of get people to understand.
I mean, I think the title for this live,
Hot Mess Without the Express.
Hot Mess Without the Express. Shoot, you couldn't even do caffeine around that woman. Do what makes you happy. Good job, Chris from Boone. Boone, you're, oh, sorry to hear that, Willow Grove. Boone, you're always so supportive. You learn, all of you are so supportive. I'm just asking from a professional standpoint if the homestead should stay. I mean, maybe it could stay.
I would leave it alone for now. Kind
of
go from there.
So, I mean, because there are going to be some things. I do have other backup videos. Sorry, I have to keep adjusting. I feel like my back isn't even attached to my tailbone, but it is, obviously. But it's killing me. But, okay, maybe we'll just leave it alone for now. I did do the 24 questions. I've said this, I think, 2 lives ago, but all this stuff was going on. And honestly, the video is going to have to wait for me to put it out there unless Chris's finger can go good, because under the description, I have to write out, it's technically 39 questions from Tubby Outdoors. I did do the video where I was before, prior to the crazy house. So that video, I definitely got to get that out there. Did a video on planting like cucumbers in pots if you don't have the room. I did a rack of ribs, started doing them and completely forgot. Like, I don't think I've ever showed anybody how I do my ribs on, you know, on my channel.
Somewhat you did when you
like caught it, right? Like as I already was doing it, and it's a secret kind of seasoning. So, rubs. I mean, I could kind of show you, you know, I put a bunch of different rubs together. You know, for pork, I like pork spare ribs. So, I mean, I still have that video. I also did a video on where you take, like, if you've watched Shay Elliott Homestead, that's where I got the idea. I thought it was fantastic. And with the sage, thyme, rosemary, trying to think if I'm missing anything. Let me see. It was rosemary, oregano, sage, and thyme. And you put it in a food processor. I have the video, but I did it in a ninja smoothie thing that I had on me to make, and you put it with salt, and you can use it on everything for the whole winter. So I do have that video. So I know it was not consistent. I was 318. I think I lost 3. But Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, there will be a video. I feel like I could work better here too as well. You know? I do feel like that. There's not a lot of racket here. The only difference is I have to walk my dogs because there's not sort of like a dog park they have here, but it's not like it's like a little side yard that they could just go pee in, but you know, so that's good because I don't really need the exercise, but it's good for us to get fresh air and whatnot. Bernadette Memo, sorry I'm late getting in. We'll watch over later. Your voice sounds better, happier. Why does everybody keep saying that? Chris, get that off your mouth. A lot of people are saying my voice sounds better. Don't misunderstand me. I mean, it's been rough. I mean, I probably cried how many times today? 3. Maybe 3. I cried 3 times today, but I wrapped my mind around it yesterday that my life was in God's hands. Wherever I'm meant to be is where I'm going to be. This is where I ended up. You know, I mean, this was discussed, but I just think it's going to take some time to not be afraid. That feeling of like, if I want to get out, like that trap feeling, I won't even know where I'm going. Can you please take that off? Let's see. Everybody's saying hello. I'm gonna say it right. I'm telling you.
Red Roof.
Yeah, I know. How did you know it was her though that would make a comment?
Because you keep on saying her
yeah, but
name
you
wrong.
just guessed it. Anyway, I was like, as I was gonna say, because I'm looking so high up. But yes, Red Roof Homestead. I'll read it off of your phone. Said, "Have a good night, you two, and get some rest." We will, for sure. Thank you, everyone, for understanding. Come on over to say goodbye. Thank you for understanding. You know, you'll see the ring in a later date. We're just trying to get through all this stuff right now. Did we miss anything? Let's see. Sorry, I'm late. Okay, they will rewatch it. So yeah, just basically wanted to just, you know, tell you what happened over there and being physically abused by an 82-year-old woman. I just can't. I just can't do that. So yeah, I'm sure this will get played back. I'm sorry to see that Miss Judith wasn't on. Everybody, please, what's it, Stevie Outdoors is her husband. Please go over and thank the both of them for, I mean, I'm telling you, I think she's like my little guardian angel on my shoulder. I don't know. I mean, John, my friend, said he thought I did good for the ride, but it also had a lot to do with Miss Judith. A lot to do with it, and me taking time out before I was getting in the shower and begging God for mercy to please get me through this. And he did. I'm here.
True.
So, I mean, every day is probably not going to be perfect, and I'm probably going to have incidents, but, you know.
Figure it out one day at a time.
Just going to have to work through it, you know. So, let me see. Everybody's saying hello still. Thank you, Vern, for just posting. Whoever wants their channel's link, post it. That'd be great. I'm actually hungry right now. And I got cotton ball mouth.
I'm tired.
Me too. But I want to eat. Are you going to go to bed with no food?
Yeah.
I'm not. He already wants to go to bed without eating, and this is why I won't eat.
Tired. I can barely keep my eyes open.
Well, I have to walk the dogs too to call it a night.
Yeah.
So needless to say, thank you. Honestly, I'm really sorry about what's it been since I left, was it July 19th? Out of my place, July 19th. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. So this has been like a long journey for me.
3 months, I think it is.
Yeah, like a little over 3 months. So please stay tuned to the channel. I will keep you updated. Just wanted, you to know the full story.
Thanks, Foon.
Of everything that's going on and where I'm at.
She needs to eat. I don't have to eat. I think I'm good.
He's afraid all my cooking, I might be having to wheel him out the door. That's so ridiculous because we walk around here. You walk, it's like a dog park down at the end, right? Is that how you explain it to them? So it's like a pretty big area. You could get decent exercise. He'll be fine. If he listens to me, he'll be fine. But nonetheless, I cannot express how thankful I am for all of you just sticking by me through all this. And so this is Bluebell, Pennsylvania. And Miss Judith said as soon as I got situated to give her an address, and I will. But yeah, so stay tuned to the channel. There will be baked goods. There will be home cooked dinners here, which he's looking forward to that with his son.
I already requested chili.
Oh, he did. He already requested chili. But on my channel, I think I did the adult version chili. If you would like to go back and take a look at that, that had wine in it, which really was amazing. But no, he just wants regular manly man type chili that sticks to your ribs. Right?
Yep.
So anything that we do, what did I get? What did I get for tomorrow?
I forget.
It's like a boneless pork roast, mesquite something. That's going to go on the grill. Maybe we'll show you what we're making for Labor Day to eat. So for the latecomers that came in, I'm so sorry. You will have to probably go back and watch it. And this is it.
Chili is good. Yes, it is.
Oh, is that what she wrote? I mean, I'll make it. I just have to find my other pot. I really would have preferred to make it in my all-in-one.
Yeah,
And my pot that John got me is in storage as an all-in-one. So needless to say, that was the first thing that he asked me for was chili. I enjoy chili. I like it with shredded cheese out of the bag though. So
it's fine.
I'm not making it unless there's shredded cheese.
It's getting cool now. It's like in the 60s at night. So I think it's chili time.
It could be. You'll get sick of it by winter. But yeah, so, you know, I'll record chili. I definitely want to make bagels. Like that is on the top of my list with the bagels. The problem is, unless I can't with my hands knead that myself. And my KitchenAid is inside storage.
Chili yummy.
So as soon as that gets out, I mean, he'll tell you I have 2 big containers of everything bagel seeds to go on there. I really am looking for like a good bagel. Not like Aldi's bagels, nothing personal. Bernadette Mamo says chili yummy.
Oh yeah.
Stew's yummy too, so.
I'll take the chili any day.
I know, but you like stew? See, I'm not going to deal with this. He kind of doesn't eat the greatest, folks.
Sorry, I'm living by myself.
I know, but he doesn't eat the greatest. But, I mean, my stew is phenomenal. No one's ever turned it down with nice crusty loaf of, Italian bread or baguette. That's another big thing is to have a normal Italian dinner. I mean, I'm looking forward to that because on my way out.
It'd be good to get back in a routine.
Yeah. On my way out, I didn't want to can anymore. So I put it in Ziploc baggies and I've already put it.
Sit at a dinner table and actually eat.
Yeah, nice. Just sit at the dinner table. So, I mean, I'm planning on doing Italian food, you name it. Bring you along for the journey. Lots of prayers. Thank you guys for sticking it out with me. And, I still need lots of prayers because this isn't going to be a miracle overnight with my anxiety.
No, it's going to take time.
It's going to take time. And
gotta get used to the area and everything.
Yeah, I got to get used to the area. He does say the stores are only like 5 minutes from here.
Yep.
So that'll be a venture. There is a Home Goods and an Aldi's and
Wawa.
Wawa. What else? There is Kohl's. What other supermarkets? ShopRite. Is there a Giant? There's a Giant. Is there a Costco?
Yeah, but not close enough for you to go.
I really need, I think it's from Costco. I'm really if anybody's fans of, you know, the Crockers, obviously Jared Crocker has that spice. It's the 2 jars, and it's mixed. You have to look it up. I want that spice so bad, and you can only get it at Costco, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct, Foon. One day at a time.
And
should be all right.
I heard King of Prussia. You have it.
That's a drive from here, though.
I'm not with me.
It's not that far, but the traffic is horrendous.
Yeah, but not for me. I'm not saying with me. Oh, Trader Joe's. I'm trying to think. Boone, you'll have to look it up. It's some type of spice. I think I did pull it up once before on Amazon to look it up. I think it was called Trader Joe's.
Is that the store, Trader Joe's? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a spice that Jared Crocker uses, and I want that spice big time. So, a little bit closer to an area where they say it's available. So, you know, looking forward to that, and looking forward to just getting back on track. Let's see. Boone is right. Bernadette Memo says chili yummy. Does anybody not like stew? I don't want to just eat chili every day. I'm not that person.
I told you I'll take chili over stew any day.
Well, we'll split it all up. So stay tuned. That's what's going on. Welcome, and honest to goodness, thank you so much for everybody sticking around and sticking it out there with me. Now maybe the lives will get a little bit better, a little bit more happier, you know.
As time goes on, I think we'll get into rhythm.
Yeah, and lots of cooking and baking videos. I just need a little bit of time to settle. I really just want to sleep for like a whole week, to be quite honest, because I haven't been sleeping at all. Between the other house with the dogs, getting up at 5:01 every morning, and then at the other house, getting up at 6 o'clock and putting in a 12-hour day worth of work. What is it?
Stew is good as long as I don't make it.
Oh, you can't make stew. I got a way you can make stew, as long as you can get the meat tender. You can make stew.
Voon likes stew.
She likes stew. Good. Yeah. Finally, some people like stew. I like the rustic stew, not probably what he's thinking. I like it where the carrots are like a little bit chunkier. And I've already made Julia Child's beef bouillon. Correct me if I'm saying that wrong. But her stew is amazing. And if I have a red bottle of wine, maybe I'll just do that one day. And that was always my idol. She was always on PBS. They didn't have Food Network then. And that might be something that I am definitely going to make on this channel, is Julia Child's stew, but she calls it beef bouillon. So that's like her book for in French cooking for Americans. Still don't have the book. Would love to get that. So stay tuned for all the recipes, the food. Girl, I think we must be related. I'm telling you. But yeah, so needless to say, I'm sorry. Stay tuned. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all the moderators. Thank you for people just sitting there and just listening to the story. And wish us the best. And
one day at a time.
One day at a time. Lots and lots of prayers for my anxiety to give me a break. I mean, I'm so back to back that it's really hurting my body. So if you can all pray for me that way, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday videos, won't be too many garden tour videos left unless he can get down there maybe for one of them.
I will try.
Saturday.
No promises, but I will try.
But we have to close up shop down there too, where they'll keep it. So needless to say, there should be lots of beans down there.
Lots of everything down there.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Tomatoes probably be no good by the time you get there. But anyway, we'll try to get a video from down at the raised beds as a like pack it up for the year type of thing. And
thanks, Foon.
What's she saying now, my girl? You guys have a good night, eat and sleep. Yes. Okay.
All right.
So the video he will try for the garden, for the raised beds, to wrap that up. And now it's just going to be important things to do changing addresses, getting situated, and just wish me luck. And lots of prayers to God so that I don't have to take a medicine every single day for this. So I thank you. Sorry about the short, quick live last Sunday, but that was like mortifying. And I'm not ashamed to say that that woman was trying to kill me. So, and this is Chris. So we love you big time, and we will see you next Sunday.
Thanks to everybody for being around and watching and to the whole journey and everything. Appreciate it. And I'm Mel, please it as well. So it's gonna take some time. We'll get better.
And I appreciate what he said for live for the whole world to see. I appreciate that.
Well,
what Brian said. It takes a lot for a guy to step up and be like, I made some mistakes. None of us are perfect except Jesus Christ. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a great Labor Day. Rest of your weekend, the Labor Day weekend.
That's right.
Please support our military. Anyone that was in is out currently now.
Thanks for the services. Be careful. Be safe.
Yes. God bless America. And have a wonderful day tomorrow. And whatever it is you're going to do, whether you have a teeny tiny barbecue, Boone, I hope you feel better, a little bit more not out of sorts tomorrow, or whether you're going to be with family and have a barbecue, enjoy your day, enjoy the country. I knew it because I thought I was seeing flags, and she put lots of prayers. Boone, she's praying for me already.
I know.
Have a wonderful Labor Day.
These dogs out.
For the rest of what's left of it. And we're going to go walk the dogs, and I have to eat something. I'm exhausted. I love you. Whoever watches the after show, thank you. Leave a thumbs up and leave a comment. Bernadette, thanks, John, for helping everyone have a great Memorial Day. Anyone that's on here that was in the military, thank you for your services. I'm so appreciative. Chris is appreciative.
She's already better. Good.
She's already better? Oh, that's good. And amongst all this, please say prayers because my uncle passed away yesterday, right? At 5:55, he was a police officer, and four different types of cancer, and his son took him home, and my uncle did pass away, so he's in my thoughts and prayers. Everyone say a prayer for my Uncle John, whose nickname was Moose, and he loved the Dukes of Hazzard type of car. He was that man.
Charger.
Yep. Charger. Yep. And he loved being a police officer and serving, and his son was a police officer in the military, and now his son is further in the military. So please say prayers for my cousin's family. They're my first cousins who just lost their dad yesterday. I would greatly appreciate it. And on that note, love yous. Don't want to be totally somber. And I will see you all next Sunday. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely, great Labor Day weekend. I'm delirious. I got to go to bed. Love yous. See you soon. Bye. I watched me flubber. You guys should look at some of those comments.